Welcome back to At Saved Christ, your channel for deep dives into the remarkable stories of the Bible. Today we're turning our attention to one of the most iconic figures in Scripture, Moses. From the burning bush to the parting of the Red Sea, Moses' life is filled with awe-inspiring moments. Let's dive into the story of this remarkable leader and prophet who played a central role in God's plan to deliver his people. Moses' story begins in the book of Exodus and spans several books of the Bible, detailing his journey from a Hebrew baby in danger to the leader of a nation. His life is a testament to God's power, providence, and faithfulness. Let's start at the very beginning, with a baby in a basket. Moses was born during a dark time for the Israelites in Egypt. Pharaoh, fearing the growing Hebrew population, had ordered all male Hebrew babies to be killed. But Moses' mother, Jochebed, defied this order. She hid her baby for 3 months and then placed him in a basket, setting him afloat on the Nile River. As divine providence would have it, Pharaoh's daughter discovered the baby and took him in, raising Moses as her own son. Moses grew up in the palace, surrounded by Egyptian royalty, yet his Hebrew heritage would shape his destiny. As a young man, Moses witnessed the oppression of his people. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave and, in a fit of anger, killed the Egyptian. Fearing for his life, Moses fled to the land of Midian, where he began a new chapter as a shepherd. In Midian, Moses married Zipporah, the daughter of a Midianite priest, and spent 40 years tending sheep. But God was not done with Moses. His greatest mission was yet to come. One day, while tending his flock, Moses encountered a miraculous sight, a bush that was on fire but not consumed. From this bush, God spoke to Moses, calling him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. At first, Moses was hesitant. He doubted his ability to speak and lead. But God reassured him, providing his brother Aaron as a spokesman and equipping Moses with miraculous signs to demonstrate God's power. Moses returned to Egypt and confronted Pharaoh, demanding, "Let my people go." Pharaoh's heart was hardened and he refused. What followed was a series of 10 plagues, each demonstrating God's supremacy over Egypt's gods. From the waters of the Nile turning to blood to the devastating death of the firstborn, the plagues culminated in Pharaoh finally releasing the Israelites. But the story doesn't end there. As the Israelites fled, Pharaoh changed his mind and pursued them with his army. Trapped between Pharaoh's forces and the Red Sea, the Israelites panicked. But Moses, trusting in God, stretched out his staff and the waters parted, allowing the Israelites to cross on dry ground. When the Egyptians followed, the waters returned, wiping out Pharaoh's army. After escaping Egypt, the Israelites began their journey to the Promised Land. Along the way, they faced numerous challenges, hunger, thirst, and moments of doubt. But God provided for them, sending manna from heaven, water from a rock, and guidance through a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. One of the most pivotal moments in Moses' story is his encounter with God on Mount Sinai. Here, Moses received the 10 Commandments, a moral code that would shape the identity and faith of the Israelite people. However, while Moses was on the mountain, the people grew impatient and created a golden calf to worship. This act of rebellion angered God and led to consequences for the Israelites, but Moses interceded on their behalf, demonstrating his role as both leader and mediator. Despite his faithfulness, Moses himself did not enter the Promised Land due to an act of disobedience when he struck a rock to bring forth water, instead of speaking to it as God had commanded. However, Moses' legacy as a prophet, lawgiver, and leader is unparalleled. Before his death, Moses viewed the Promised Land from Mount Nebo and blessed the people, passing leadership to Joshua, who would lead the Israelites into their new home. Moses' life is a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness and his ability to use flawed individuals to accomplish extraordinary things. From Moses' reluctance at the burning bush to his bold leadership before Pharaoh, his story teaches us about trusting in God's plan, even when we feel inadequate. It also highlights the importance of obedience and the consequences of straying from God's instructions. Moses' journey challenges us to remain faithful and humble, trusting that God's strength is made perfect in our weakness. And that's the incredible story of Moses, a man chosen by God to deliver his people and lead them toward the promised land. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others. Thank you for watching at Saved Christ. Until next time, may you walk boldly in your faith, trusting in the God who delivers and redeems. See you soon.